Never, and I mean never, try to win the breakup argument. Any attempt to explain yourself to your ex, to lay everything out logically, to prove your point with diagrams, evidence, or some grand expose of her lies, that's the hysteria of the defeated. You might think you look wise doing it. You don't. You look pathetic. If she's already said, "We're done," or hung up, or told you not to contact her, there's only one way to continue communicating with her: on your knees. And once a woman has said, "That's it, we're over," there is no graceful exit available to you anymore. The best thing you can do is walk out silently, without flinching, without extra words. But there's something even worse than this. It's when a man writes his ex words of gratitude. "Thank you for everything good. I wish you happiness. We had so many warm, beautiful, positive moments together." That's like a burglar robbing your house and you chasing after him yelling, "Don't worry, you'll find even nicer apartments to rob. Good luck, guys." I'm about to say something harsh but true. A man's tears, snot, and whimpering after a breakup are the best confirmation that your ex did everything right, because it proves she's stronger than you. And honestly, it should make you think about this. She would never degrade herself like this for you. So don't send that pathetic nonsense to her. Don't write things like, "I'll always remember you," when she already kicked you out the door and gave you a good beating. At least leave without squealing. In all the years I've consulted with women who were dumped by men, not a single one has ever asked me, "Wolf, how do I say goodbye to my ex beautifully?" Not one. Why? Because women have something that was taken from you: dignity. And I'll tell you a secret. The more proper, beautiful, and complete the goodbye is, the faster she'll forget you, because that kind of closure creates a sense of completion. But if the ending is messy and confusing, she'll start missing you much faster. Under no circumstances should you apologize to your ex just in case. And this happens all the time. A man gets betrayed, and then he writes his ex, "Well, forgive me if I did something wrong." I imagine the man thinks at that moment that his ex isn't a complete monster. She's still someone dear. So I'll tell her, "I'm sorry." This displays such fake nobility that something inside her recoils. Nothing happens inside her. Apologizing to someone who betrayed you is like thanking the people who robbed you. It's the worst thing a man can do. Apologizing when he's not guilty, out of fear, out of hope for pity. I understand you're scared, but that's no reason to lick her boots. Trying to evoke pity won't help you. It's like getting into a fight on the street and then immediately wetting yourself. A woman might forgive a man for being rough or cold. There are women who forgive even infidelity. But if you pissed yourself, if you showed weakness like that, no woman will forgive you, because she stops seeing you as a man. A woman might want a scoundrel, a criminal, a villain. I don't approve, but it happens. You could be a moral monster, and theoretically she might want you again. But if you're squeaking like a rat at her door, you have no chance of her coming back. There's another interesting dynamic that kicks in immediately after the breakup. Inside a man, a toxic mechanism starts running. He tries to take all the blame for the breakup on himself. Not because he's actually guilty and not because he's such a good person. The truth is, if a man admits he was sleeping with a traitor, there's no going back. You don't reconcile with traitors. You forget them. But a man can't erase his ex from his life yet. So his brain offers this idea. What if we just take all the blame ourselves? In the end, you minimize her guilt to keep yourself the right to dream about her coming back. It's a twisted logic. You're preserving the illusion that what happened wasn't a betrayal at all, just a misunderstanding, almost an accident. Let's not even say the word now. It's just a character quirk, a personality difficulty. Why can't you apologize to your ex? Because her head was full of 100 fabricated accusations against you. And honestly, she didn't even fully believe them herself. Things like how you didn't value her enough or didn't support her properly. All that nonsense would have evaporated within a month. But because you didn't stay silent, because you actually told her, "I'm sorry," you signed a confession without even knowing what you're being accused of. Now she's telling her friends, "He literally admitted he was terrible." Mystery solved. It's also crucial to remember that after a breakup, you should never write these specific phrases to your ex. "I'll never write to you again." "You'll never hear from me or see me again." "I'll never forgive you." "You'll regret this." None of these declarations scare her. They entertain her. They make me smile too. Your ex doesn't feel fear at this moment. She's enjoying it. You can't get on your knees and threaten someone at the same time. That's exactly what you're doing right now. Every single woman understands immediately. This is just panic dressed up as aggression. Your ex doesn't feel any fear. She knows this is the final stage of your pain. This is the breaking point. After the breakup, a man doesn't eat, doesn't sleep, doesn't live. Then comes the moment when he grabs his phone and writes his ex. "Baby, please, pick up. Let's talk about this calmly. I'm begging you. I love you so much." In that moment, a switch flips in her head. After that message, she might start actively finishing you off. See, in the male world, there's a code. You don't finish off someone who's surrendered. The victor shows mercy. If you mock someone who's fallen to their knees before you, you're the lowest form of scum. But in the female world, there are no such rules. It's hard for a woman to sympathize with a man she stopped loving, especially if he started whimpering loudly. If you surrender, there's no mercy. Female psychology is calibrated for harsh, strict selection. You're supposed to take the hit, not cry. Male weakness disgusts a woman, and her brain tells her she needs to finish you off and then go find a new mate. If a woman fell to her knees before you, a man, what does your brain tell you? This might be a reliable female. You might even fall in love with her more intensely. But when a man is on his knees before a woman, it means he's weak. And weak means unfit for relationships. There's another ridiculous, almost childish mistake men make after a breakup. They reach out to their ex's friends for help. A guy thinks, "I'll explain this to Sarah. She's reasonable. She'll help." Unfortunately, in most cases, Sarah has been bad-mouthing you to your ex for months, telling her what a jerk you are. Friends are the special forces of relationship destruction. You could spend 3 hours explaining to Sarah how good you are and how pure your intentions are. She'll even nod along. Then your ex gets a text. "That Marcus came over and cried." How pathetic is he? But that's like going to your opponent's trainer and saying, "Explain to your boxer that fighting is wrong." It's incredibly rare for a friend to actually want to help. And I don't know of a single case where it actually worked. Let's move on. The classic mistake after a breakup that all of us have made is standing outside your ex's building at 2 a.m. with flowers from the convenience store, freezing a little, while hoping that somehow this will be like a movie. She'll look out, get emotional, come down, you'll embrace, and everything will be fine. Nope. Best case scenario, she just keeps sleeping. Worst case, it's not her who looks out. It's her new boyfriend asking you not to come back. But even if your ex happens to peek out her kitchen window, she won't see flowers. She'll see a man who doesn't understand the word no. That's repulsive. You know why you can't pursue your ex? Because in that moment, her brain receives a signal that you're dangerous, unpredictable, annoying, uncontrollable. If he's this insistent, he might become aggressive. Even if I don't want to, I need to get rid of him. After that, your ex will start avoiding you, like you have the plague, crossing the street 3 kilometers away from you, just to be safe. There's also this situation where a man feels completely humiliated and degraded after a breakup. Then he tells himself, I'll show her. He starts posting photos supposedly with a new girlfriend, someone he barely convinced to sit next to him, or photos from a club. Some guys even go so far as to like the prettiest photo of his ex's friend, just to be spiteful. Obviously, every girl understands this is a cry of desperation. You're not winning back your dignity. You're losing it completely. When your ex sees this whole circus, she thinks only one thing. How did I ever date this nobody? Women read through pretense instantly. What kicks in isn't jealousy. It's disgust. There's another crude mistake men make after breaking up. You've already had 50 fights with this girl, broken up 5 times, and even fought twice. Then the man decides, I'll write her a detailed letter explaining my feelings. It seems to him that all the conflict happened because of misunderstanding. If he now carefully, methodically, unhurried, lays out his position, maybe she'll come back. But in reality, a 10-page analysis of the relationship is nothing but destroying your own authority. Don't doubt it, your letter will become entertainment for her friend group. The longer the letter, the more pathetic you look. Even if you write her a literary masterpiece about the depths of your feelings or break down every conflict with surgical precision, she'll still see just one thing in your message: the voice of the defeated, and nothing more.